Hello everyone, welcome back to the 20 Doof channel, and this is the 2008 Lexus IS250. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is doing a complete overview of this car, so driving it, what's under the bonnet, everything else about this car you're going to see in this video. So let's get into it. Let's start at the front of the IS250, where you have this very distinctive Lexus grille. So as is good, you've got these headlights here, which are very yellow, and this of course is a very common thing among IS250s in particular. I will challenge you to find an IS250 that doesn't have yellow headlight. Moving down, of course, we've got this beautiful little vent thing there. Lower fog lights, of course, and a beautiful little split in the middle there as well. Moving up, you can see that the front bumper and the bonnet, they align in some aspect, and then there are these bonnet creases which do flow up into the rest of the car, which is very good. The paint on this particular car as well is quite faded, and it is actually, again, a very common issue with the blue on these IS250s. They do start to get pretty miserable over time, but this is okay. Now around to the side of the beautiful Lexus IS250, where it does look very, very bland. It's giving off major Camry vibes from the side here. Yeah, there's not all that much going on. You've got this little rounded edge there, and then it kind of just drops down, and you've got a little side skirt like thing down the bottom there. Overall, to be honest, it just looks like the side of a regular car. So there we go. And to the wheels, you do have these 18-inch multi-spoke Lexus wheels. I don't know what they're called, but I do actually quite like the design of these. Yeah, they do look acceptable. They suit the car. Obviously, when it's clean, this one's a bit dirty, but this is fine. Let's go check out the rear. Around to the rear of the IS250 here. Of course, you've got your Lexus badge in the middle, Lexus badge spelt out there, IS250 badge over to the side. This is a pre-facelift, so it does have the older style rear lights for the IS250. But overall, the rear is fairly acceptable, and you've got these two exhaust exit locations on the rear there. So that is good. You can see a little bit more of the very, very sad paint going on around here and around here. Yeah, that is what it is. This car is fitted with a very, very tasteful exhaust system though, so I think we should go start it up and take a listen to it. I love the limiter noise. It sounds sick. All right, let's go check out what's under the bonnet. Under the bonnet of the IS250 here, we have the 4GE FE. So this is a 2.5 litre V6. Produces 160 kilowatts of power and 260 newton meters of torque, thereabouts. And I mean, it is very, very covered from factory here. As you can see, Lexus pretty much just took the entirety of their leftover plastic and decided to dump it into the V6 under the bonnet here. So we do have plastic pretty much covering everything, which is fine. I mean, it makes it look like an engine that exists, and you don't see any of the nasty stuff going on. So this is good. This is good. And the Toyota reliability, of course. This car, I'm trying to think of the common issues, because I used to have one as well. I know the water pumps are interesting on these. Mine needed a water pump. And then, of course, oil leaks, pretty standard on Toyotas, but nothing too catastrophic comes to mind. They kind of just do things that old engines tend to do. So, yes, this is very, very fine. Let's go check out the interior. Stepping into the interior of this bad bitch, we have, of course, to greet us, this lovely leather-wrapped steering wheel with these beautiful paddle shifters. This was my favorite part of my IS250. Yeah, I really like how I could just fiddle with them all day. They're very, very nice. Very, very nice. Of course, we've got our steering wheel buttons on here. Some models don't come with one of the sides. I forget which side doesn't come with it. I think this is, yeah, it has buttons on the wheel. And of course, you've got your cruise control, little dongle thing down the bottom there, little doing. Up front, if we turn the ignition on, it does have keyless entry and start, which is very nice. Very nice gauge cluster, needle sweep's very cool as well. This particular car has 308,000 kilometers on it, so I mean, the defects I've been pointing out are pretty standard for a car with 308,000 Ks on it. So this is all fine. It's a very, very comfortable place to sit. The driver position is very, very nice. Obviously, because I'm quite tall, my leg's obviously going to hit here, which I don't like too much, but this is a very consistent theme I seem to have when I get into a lot of cars. So this is fine. Down here, you have your traction button and your power, snow, ECT settings. That's all fine. Around here, you have your, what is this? I don't even know what that button does. And then on other models, you've got a button there to fold in the wing mirrors. And then of course, your headlight level adjuster there. Fuel release and boot latch there thing. Common issue with the IS250s as well, because this is kind of a rubbery material. Over time, it tends to flake and also get sticky. So does the dash. And as you can see, this car is suffering from a sticky dash. Very, very standard. My old IS250 had literally exactly the same issues. I've actually never seen an IS250 without a sticky dash or these random cuts in the door cards here, but this is fine. This is totally fine. I really like the ergonomics of the door handle. It's kind of shaped like a little Lexus symbol, which is very cool. Obviously, this car is spec'd with a cream interior, and to be honest, it's actually worn really, really well. It doesn't look all that, if you ignore all the typical Lexus-y things going up on top there, the actual cream leather element of the interior has survived the test of time very well. I mean, there's no cuts or tears in the seats. It's very, very nice. You also have this little cubby area which folds out, or your window controls and everything there. Oh, this is the mirror button there. Never mind. Into the center here. Now, this infotainment system is actually very notorious for having touchscreen issues. So my old one, the touchscreen just stopped working. This one appears to work, so that's quite rare in an IS250. That's fine. Obviously, the inbuilt system is quite outdated now. It's got the inbuilt climate control, but it is adjustable through here as well. Has a button there. You've got a little clock and things going on there. This car is optioned with the Mark Levinson sound system, which is a pretty good sound system. I remember the rear speakers on my old IS250 were blown. Apparently, that's a pretty common issue. The sound system does tend to blow speakers. This is fine. It's not really an issue. There's a little storage area there. You do have heated and cooled seats as well, and that was one of my favorite little features about my IS250. I really, really liked that feature. Through here, you've got a little cup holder there. Of course, it's got an automatic transmission, and it looks quite outdated, but it does have a sport mode, and obviously you can use the paddles and everything, so that is all fine. Send a little armrest here with a storage space underneath. That is all nice and good. As I discussed, the seats are very, very comfortable. Plenty of bolstering. They are very, very comfortable seats and a very, very pleasant place to sit. The rear is equally as nice. It is literally Uber car final boss in terms of rear comfort. So there you go. This car is optioned with a sunroof as well, so you can have the sunroof on tilt just how you want. I've never seen a Lexus driver not have their sunroof on tilt. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. It's okay. Now that I've pretty much covered the entirety of this car, I think it is about time we take it on a little drive. All right, here we are in the beauty that is this IS250. Now, let's start it up. Of course, you got the beautiful exhaust system back there. Very, very nice. Now, this car does have a foot brake, very consistent across a number of Lexus models. Now, let's fang our little Yui. Ooh, turning circle. Turning circle is oh, it's got a rear view camera. I didn't even know that. All right, here we go. Start it with the window up. The exhaust is a little bit drony, but that's fine. Not really the end of the world. I'm going to turn my cooled seat on. Enjoy that cooled seat goodness. And it's smooth to drive. I had never really had any complaints about my own IS250. I purely just found it very dull. I found my car very dull. It didn't have an exhaust or anything. It was just a bit... It's not quite the car for me. I mean, I do get it. If you're after budget luxury, it does make sense. I mean, the car, it's very comfortable to drive. Obviously, being a Lexus, it's fairly reliable and fairly bulletproof. And even after 308,000 Ks, the car sounds pretty solid. There are very few creaks and rattles in the interior. So, I mean, this is a very, very good thing. It does actually corner pretty well as well. Bolstering, look, I know I said it's good, but I mean, if you're doing any sporty driving, it's really, you wish it was a getting thrown around a little bit here and there. But this is okay. This is okay. You don't buy this car as a track weapon. I mean, one of the IS250s I've been in was actually a drift car converted IS250, which was pretty cool. I think we should drop a couple gears quickly. We're coming up to a little straight. This thing sounds awesome when you hit the limiter, by the way. So it's definitely got a bit of punch to it. Definitely got a bit of punch. It picks up for sure. But it's smooth power delivery. It doesn't hit you all at once. It's consistent and smooth, just like a Lexus should be. So no complaints about that. Downshift. Right. Coming out to our second little straight here. See what she's got in her. Yeah, it's not slow. It's not slow. But yeah, like I said, it does. It's very smooth power delivery, which is completely fine. I mean, that's exactly what you expect out of a Lexus. So, yes, I'm very, very, very pleased with that. That is a good result for the IS250 here. Now, I do remember my biggest little peeve with my own IS250, and ultimately the reason I sold it was I wanted to keep the car as like a little runaround kind of car. It was the interim period between when I got my Golf R and when I could drive it. So that 6-month period, I needed a little runaround car, right? I can't use my IS300. My IS300 is clapped, okay? So I bought an IS250 super cheap. I was very excited about it. I had high hopes for it. And then I drove it and I was like, oh, is that all? And that's the issue with it. That is my main issue with the IS250. I famously say among my friends that the IS250 is the worst car I've ever owned. And it's not because it's a bad car. It's because, I don't know, personally for me, I expected more out of it. I mean, all P-platers froth this car. It is the P-plater JDM wet dream, quite literally. Like, we are coming up to a couple of corners here quickly, so I will just test out the handling and agility of this thing. And I mean, it does actually feel really, really planted. It definitely feels planted. I mean, you can throw it around the corner knowing that you'll make it out the other side pretty all right. And it does compose itself nicely on the road, and I do like that about it. But yeah, my main issue with it is that it was just underwhelming as a daily. Like, it was fine. It's fine. Looking back on it, it wasn't even that bad. But I just had such high hopes for it, and it was just a bit of a letdown. I can't lie. But my car was also a little bit problematic. It had a brake booster issue and a couple of other small issues, and I just wasn't really prepared to spend money or time, because obviously being a 2.5 V6, it does chew through quite a lot of fuel. And as a little daily and someone who does a lot of intercity driving or city driving or short little trips, it just wasn't the car for me. It just chewed through petrol. Like, I would get 400 Ks a tank if I was lucky. That was on a good day. I was just like, it's not for me. It is not for me. But it could be for you. I mean, it is a very, very comfortable luxury cruiser, and you can pick these up ridiculously cheap now. I mean, my mate who's lent me this for the review, he bought this whole car for $600. Like, I mean, that's a pretty good price. For what you're getting, $600 is absolute steal. And I love the like I said, I love the paddles. I really, really love the paddles. And the driver position, it's very, very nice. It's one of the very few Japanese cars where I've actually found a very, very comfortable driving position. I don't know what it is. It's my height, I always go on about it. But I can't find myself being extraordinarily comfortable in a lot of cars. But this car does it very, very nicely. And I do like that about it a lot. Woohoo! There is a cyclist ahead of us, but this is quite okay, because in just a moment here I'm going to summarize exactly how I feel about the IS250, because in all honesty it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. I mean, for personal reasons, I despise the IS250. I don't like the car, right? But on the other side, ignoring all of that, I can't ignore the fact that it is a very, very nice car to drive. It is a very, very nice car to drive, and if you are buying this as a first car and you're not using it around town too much, like, it's fine. It's fine. It's very, very comfortable. Or if you don't even care about the fuel economy, like, it's totally fine. It's a completely fine car to drive. So yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend it. It's a car, it sits in a grey area, me personally, which is bizarre, but this is fine. This is absolutely fine. My advice to you is, if you can find a clean, cheap one, and you just want a car that's comfortable and gets you from A to B, and every time you turn on the ignition, you expect it to start, and it will, you really can't go wrong with one of these. You really can't. And if you put a mad exhaust system on it, like Mr. Nathan has on his, you can really get the engine to sound quite splendid. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.